Hi everyone, welcome to Linda's Thrifty Life. This is Smile Saturday. See my tie-dyed smiley t-shirt and my tie-dyed cat ears. I have decided to make a series called Smile Saturday. And during this Saturday episodes, I'm going to share something with you that's made me smile, be it a story of my life or something I saw or something that my grandkids did or just, whatever. So, if you enjoy that kind of thing, stick around for these. And if not, you'll see Smile Saturday and you'll go, never mind. So, today for Smile Saturday, I've decided to do a tag. My friend Rosemary from Rosemary's You Rock Art tagged me in this 15 question tag about, getting to know me. And I just think that was very appropriate for the countdown to 70 challenge in time that we're doing. Excuse me. Okay. What month was I born? June. I'm a June baby. So, and what is my zodiac sign? That makes me a Gemini. And I am a true Gemini. I don't know that I totally believe that, but I'll read stuff and I'm like, yeah, that's so me. But then, and I read other signs and it's not me. So, there might be something to it. Or I don't know, or it's all up here. But yeah. What was my worst subject? What is my worst subject? And it's math. I'm good at addition and subtraction and balancing checkbooks and paying bills and all of that kind of thing. But if you get into anything that has to have a formula like algebra or geometry, zip, Linda is lost. I can just memorize those till I'm blue in the face, and when I go in to take a test, it just like it flies out of my head. So I barely passed algebra in high school, and I got a D in geometry the second semester, and I mean I really tried, and my counselor was like, "Don't take any more math." And I was like, "Okay." And back in back in those olden days, you could get into college with just a little bit of math. You didn't have to have as much as the kids do now. So, what is my favorite cereal? Growing up, we always had Cheerios, and I'm trying to think if there was anything else. I really just remember loving Cheerios, and I still love Cheerios. And then I would say my current favorite cereal is Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds. It's just really tasty, and it's kind of sweet with it not being too sweet. And if I add some fruit to it, oh, it's so good. What is my favorite color? Pink. I mean, pink. I've always loved pink. I've always been a girly girl. I've just always loved pink. I like blue. I like hydrangea blue and Tiffany blue and those really pretty colors like that too. But pink, I'm a pink girl. Um, what is my favorite type of sandwich? I love a good chicken salad sandwich with fruit in it, like grapes and nuts in it, and and on a croissant. That's just like my favorite sandwich. What is my favorite kind of car? I don't think I have a favorite kind of car. I've really enjoyed driving my Honda CRV. I've had it for a long time. It's kind of it's broke down right now. It needs a new battery, but until I can get out and take it to the shop and do some stuff, it's just going to sit in the driveway. And I'm driving the Toyota right now, but I really have enjoyed my Honda CRV. But if I could pick any car, I think I would probably pick a Mustang, because that's what I learned to drive when I was 16. Was a bright red, cherry red Mustang. It kind of brings back some memories. um, what is my favorite board games? I don't play a lot of board games. I don't play cards. I don't play board games. I don't do online games. I just video games. Just not much of a game person. I'd rather read a book. Usually is what I say. So, But when I was growing up, we did play some games, and my favorite was Clue. I loved it, like Mr. Green in the conservatory with the knife, and I don't know. That was just my favorite. I've played mega rounds of Monopoly before too, but I would have to say Clue. Where did I grow up? Well, that's a loaded question. My dad was a career Marine. I was born in Texas, and as my mom is from Texas, and she said once a Texan, always a Texan, so she always calls me her Texan. She and my dad got married. He was stationed there in Texas, and they got married, and then we have just traveled, all over the country. We have been in North Carolina. We have been other places, but mostly I grew up in California. My dad got into a computer programming aspect of flight, not flight training, but flight. Back in the day when they first started with computers, flight controls and stuff, and he got involved in that, and so we spent a lot of his career in California, and I went to Hawaii and lived in Hawaii for a while, so I've traveled some. Let's see, I got lost. Wait a minute. Who is my favorite Disney character? I don't know that I have one, but I would say as a kid it was always the Disney princesses, and probably it would have to be Cinderella. I mean, she's cleaning for her stepsisters. She goes to the ball. She's beautiful. The prince comes back with her little glass slipper, and off they go. And that's every little girl. Well, every little girly girl's kind of dream. The prince comes and saves you. So I would say Cinderella. And who are my heroes? I would say absolutely my hero. I have two. One is my daughter Ashley, for a lot of reasons that I'm just don't feel comfortable discussing. But she's been through a lot in her life. And she's overcome a lot, and she has succeeded and soared and become an amazing person. And so for all of the struggles that she's had and she's overcome, she is definitely one of my heroes. And then the other one would be my dad. He had a rough childhood, and he was a pretty gruff dad. We knew he loved us, but, he wasn't the climb on your lap and read you a book kind of dad. I think the responsibility of raising a family, he just took it, seriously. This was a serious thing to him, and he was of that generation. But it was so funny. My brother and I used to laugh and say, oh my gosh, what happened to Dad when we had kids? And he became grandpa. I mean, my brother and I each had a boy and a girl, and the kids would be all over him. He would take the girls in his lap. He built both of the girls little doll houses. He would take the boys out. He liked being a grandpa. But for a lot of reasons, he was a man of honor, and he taught me integrity. And for that reason alone, he is my hero. And so what is my favorite store? Probably right now I'm dying to go into the Dollar Tree. When you have been going into Dollar Tree at least once a week for quite a long time, and all of a sudden you can't go in there, it's like, oh, I'm having withdrawal symptoms. And I would say the other store I like is Hobby Lobby, because it's just fun. There's a lot to look at in Hobby Lobby. Crafting and cute and, art stuff and, decorating stuff. So that's a fun store. Have I ever performed on stage? Well, of course. You recognize this ham bone, didn't you, when you first started coming to my channel? I was always wanted to entertain, and I always wished I could sing, but boy, I cannot sing. But I did a lot of acting. I was the president of my high school drama club. I had the lead in the school play, and I was voted a senior best. I was voted best actress, and and I pursued it a little bit in college, but you know then I didn't, and it's okay. It wasn't the path I was meant to take, but oh yes, and I've never been shy about getting up in front of groups and talking, and I'm very comfortable on a stage. Did I go to private or public school? I always went to public school. We moved a lot, so I went to a lot of schools. And, it's hard always being the new kid. But usually when if you're in the Marine Corps and you move to a place, then there's other Marine kids. So you're not always just the only new kid in school. And who was my celebrity crush when I was growing up? The Beatles. Okay. So in 1964, when the Beatles hit the world, I was 14. Prime age to be a Beatles fan. I was, when they first started coming out, I think I was a little younger than I was 13, probably when they first started getting big in the United States. But by the time they came in 1964, I was just wild about them. And there were 4 of my friends in my neighborhood, and we all had to have a different Beatle that we liked. And secretly I wanted Paul, but one of my other friends got Paul. So I picked John, the married one. That would be me. Oops, I just, I didn't know. But I liked John. I did. I liked him. And that's funny. But we did get to go see the Beatles at the one time, and it was awesome at the Hollywood Bowl. A bunch of us, my mom got us tickets. We don't know how we got tickets, and we got on a bus because we lived in the San Fernando Valley, and we went and saw the Beatles. It was an amazing experience. So they were definitely my celebrity crush. And then as I got older, and I would say my celebrity crush right now is Tom Selleck. Yeah, he just makes me melt. He's old, I know, but so am I. I can't look at these young guys and have a crush. So that's that's my 15 question tag from Rosemary. So I'm not going to tag anybody because I really never do know who's done these and who hasn't. But if you would love to do it, I would love for you to do this. So tag your it. And I'll be back later. I have some other things to share with you. And I hope you enjoyed number 1 episode of Smiling Saturday. All right, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye now.